Hey everybody, Bill Prince here again, and I would like to welcome you to week 4 of the Legal and Ethical Environment of Business. It's hard to believe that we are halfway through the class already. Time is certainly flying by quickly, at least it appears that way to me. Couple of things this week, as I indicated in the weekly announcements, and as you can see that block is up again. This is midterm week, so I am required to submit midterm grades by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm recording this on September the 8th, I think. Let me double check my calendar. Yes, September the 8th of 2019. So midterm grades will be due no later than 8 a.m. on Monday, September the 9th. So please make sure that you get in any work that you want me to grade that's due up to this point by 11:59 p.m. this evening. Any work submitted after that, that'll count towards the final grade, but not the midterm. So, and again, I don't think anybody is in any sort of serious jeopardy grade-wise. But if you get something that's a little less than you think you want, there's plenty of time to bring grades up, and there's also, I guess, plenty of time to bring grades down, depending on what perspective you have. So, anyway, please make sure to get that information in. This week, we are going to be talking about the commercial environment of business, and in particular, the laws related to the creation, the performance, the breach, and the enforcement of contractual agreements. And, if you think about it, the contract, whether it's a handshake or a 300-page document covering some sort of complicated technology deal, it is really the fundamental building block of the business relationship. Without agreements, for me to do this and you to do that, and then having the ability to enforce those agreements, the commercial environment would just be in utter chaos. And so the laws related to contracts and sales, those are incredibly important. I would add, however, that we are going to be spending approximately a week on that topic. And, what I will tell you is that, the law of contracts is much more complicated than that. And in fact, you may have had the opportunity to take Business Law 1 or Business Law 2, which deals with the Uniform Commercial Code. But these are really topics that are semester-length topics that we are only going to be able to give pretty short shrift to in this week. But hopefully you will get a flavor and understanding of what constitutes a contract. What you need to have: offer acceptance, consideration. What does performance look like? Can you partially perform a contract and still be okay? Or are you in total breach if you just fail to perform a minuscule part of it? And then what are the remedies for somebody who is at the wrong end of a contract that has not been performed? What can you do in terms of either getting that contract performed, getting monetary damages in replacement of performance, and so on and so forth. So lots and lots of very complicated issues that we're by necessity only going to be able to spend about a week on. So again, don't get too caught up in the details. The assignment this week is I've tried to keep as basic as possible, but again, as usual, what I'm looking for more than right and wrong answers is have you incorporated the information? Do you have a logical thought process behind your conclusion and that sort of thing? If you go on to look at the law or study the law, you will oftentimes find that there are very few black and white answers. Most of the time, they are finer shades of grays, and so again, that's kind of what I'm looking for in your thinking process and your answers. So don't get too worried about the week 4 assignment. Again, make sure your Business in the News article is posted. That's pretty low-hanging fruit in terms of points, but again, I think it goes to illustrate just how relevant these topics are in day-to-day business world. And then our discussion question this week, we're going to be, it's a little different. It's kind of some scenarios, and there's this legal reasoning group activity that you'll find on page 261 of your text or thereabouts. Essentially, all you need to do is answer the three questions, and then reply just once to your fellow classmates. So the answer is a little bit longer, but you'll have fewer replies that you'll need to deal with. So again, keep that in mind as you go about your discussion this week. But again, I've been pretty impressed and happy with the quality of the work that we've seen so far. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to give me a yell, and we will visit with you all again in week 5. So have a great week.